So the IRS tried to give you back $11, cousin, after you pay the band and taxes every month.
You're funny.
What happened with that?
Cuz it's T, we making move, we just might go and make the news. Brand new episode every week, yeah, we dropping heat. Got a 7 with the juicy questions, this unfiltered tea. When you sit up on this couch, you feel just like some family. There go Boo behind the scenes, he's securing everything.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Goddess 7, and this is Cuzns Tea Podcast. Today, y'all, I have a very dope guest in the building, honey. We've been chopping it up, and when I tell you, she's very dope. She's talented. She's a dope artist. She's also a spoken word poet, but she don't like y'all calling her a poet. So we're gonna stick with the artist. She's straight from the west side of Chicago. She's been back and forth from there in the Carolinas. Lady Scribe in the building with your favorite cousin.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood hope dealer, Lady Scribe. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me come cousin. I appreciate you. Yes. So, I want to start off with your name, Scribe. How you got that name?
So, can I rant on here?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You can definitely. Girl, this cousin's teeth. This cousin's correct.
So, in 2008, one of my cousins got killed. That was like the first death that I had ever remember experiencing from a peer. So that's kind of like what jump started me to want to start writing. And I wrote this this poem. I thought it was a rap, but it was for sure a poem. And I kind of wrote it for his mother. And that kind of just jump started me just having this desire to just write through stuff that either I or other people was having issues processing. And his mama, she really gravitated to it. She was my cousin, but you know how you got them cousins that's older than you.
Like your auntie?
Yeah, so she's like my auntie. And she's like, I'm gonna start calling you Scribe. She started calling me the Scribe. And then eventually over the years, I never really cared for the name like that. I wanted something hard, FBG. But she's like, no, I'm gonna call you the Scribe. So I called myself Scribe for years, and then over the last couple of years, I added the lady on just so people didn't get confused by when they saw me.
Oh, so make it stand out a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a birthday coming up next week.
Yes.
You ready to be 21 again?
I gotta be. Ain't no way. The time won't start moving. I'll be 31.
I know.
10 years off. It happened quick.
Girl, what you gonna do to celebrate?
Right now, honestly, I've been feeling 31 don't matter, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But honestly, this past year has just been so crazy for me, and I was so nervous about turning 30 because I was like, fuck, I'm officially old. And I feel I just started aging in reverse. I just felt so much younger this year.
Yeah.
So really, I ain't got no plans. I want to go to New York and shit, but I just got a bunch of shows and shit down here. So I'm just grateful to be in that space that if I want to create or share stuff, I have access to it now. So I don't really even need to do nothing too crazy for it. So
do you have a goal you want to reach?
By 32 or in general?
Yeah, by 32.
By 32? I've been saying this all year. My most immediate goal, because every artist or creative, you're a creative, and you have something that you do extremely well, but you also have something that you just know that you can monetize off of, you do better than anybody else. For me, even though I'm still working on it, I always felt my live performance skills was on another level. So I want to just work on that and then get to the point that I can start getting paid opportunities, and opportunities that if my grandma's in town, she can come to my show, and it's you know what I'm saying? It's something that everybody can come to, a little bit more family friendly. So I just want to transition more into the better live performance opportunities in the next year.
Okay, west side of Chicago. If we going there, we want some good food. What we going to?
Ooh, okay. You want something trashy or something good?
Oh, we want some good. We want that
So my favorite restaurant, honestly, I'm real simple in Chicago. When I go back home, I'll get me some chicken with mild sauce. I can't really eat pizza puffs like that. A lot of the shit I can't eat no more. It's like a deep fried pizza roll. Basically, it's like a pastry. It has little pepperoni in it, cheese and shit. I used to be obsessed with them. I can't really eat them no more like that. But I get like some chicken from Sharks.
Obsessed.
Obsessed. Obsessed. Wait, am I saying it wrong? Obsessed. Wait, how do I say?
I say obsessed.
Oh no, I'm right.
Okay, obsessed. Okay.
Wait, okay. We both probably wrong.
Right.
The whole time.
We wrong, but we right.
So yeah, I guess like some chicken from Sharks. I fuck with mild sauce. Uncle Remus.
Uncle Remus.
Everybody go down to Chicago and they be like, go to Harold's, go to Harold's. Harold's is ass. Harold's is ass. Uncle Remus is where it's at.
Was Harold's always ass, or did that just come over time?
It's just that Harold's is the south side. So like that's why like I push, like I always say, like from the west side of Chicago, because I feel like a lot of the people know from Chicago it's always the south side. And I'm like, the west side got hella culture too. So that's just south side chicken. From? South side.
Oh.
Kanye south side, Chief Keef south side, everybody south side.
Do the west side got any rappers?
So to me, yes. Like to me, like I grew up like here knowing a bunch of like west side rappers, but that really like broke through. Not necessarily. Lupe Fiasco. That's about all I can think of. Common. I think Common was west side maybe.
What Oprah from? What side?
Oprah, I don't know, but I'm sure the west side.
Okay.
Is out west and the west side the same thing?
Out west, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. You know so.
You done went to Chicago, BJ?
290.
Okay. What made you transition to Charlotte? What brought you here?
So when I was like, I think I was younger, between the ages like 3 to 5. My parents, my little sister was born. So I don't know why they exactly decided to do it. I know they had a lot of friends who had just did it at the same time, but they all randomly, like them and like 10 other their best friends was like, let's move to North Carolina. And they kind of just started over here. So just going back in my childhood, I just always remembered this being just like, I don't know, it just felt like home. Like I just remember that being the best years of my childhood.
So how old you was when you moved to originally?
When I moved to North Carolina originally, I can't remember exactly, but I was 5 because it was when my sister was born, so I was about 5 years old. We stayed here probably for about 3 years.
And then y'all went back to Chicago? Oh, do you remember why your parents went back?
Went back, I'm sure it was because they missed their family. Because that's hard for me too.
Yeah.
So it's not many people that we know that live here. So I'm sure that's why.
Okay, what you love most about Charlotte?
It's, first of all, for me, just like the access to nature that y'all got here, I think is amazing. Like, even in Charlotte, it's a little less so than like, because I lived in Greensboro too for a couple years. So like less so than probably other parts of Charlotte, but like, I just feel like I can walk outside and I can like, it's just trees everywhere. It's grass everywhere.
So Chicago ain't got a lot of trees.
I can't remember not a tree.
Oh, they like New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
The grass is like, it's just straight up dirt. So just like having access to that, like I love that.
Oh, so that ain't a good place for people who like to eat out the garden.
Nah. Oh no. You probably find some corn.
Oh yeah, I can't move to
You probably
Chicago.
find some corn.
Okay, so growing up, Lady Scribe, like what was that life for you, like in your household?
So I, by the grace of God, like I was born in like a 2-parent household. So like my father was always present in the home. My mom and my dad are like real different though. My daddy is like a hood nigga, and my mother is like super Christian, like by the book. Like she don't curse, she don't, like straight by the book. So growing up, I was a stew kid. So I didn't really.
What's a stew kid?
You ever watch Hey Arnold?
I did, but not like that. It was just I had to because my little brother had it on.
It was like a shorty on Hey Arnold. Like he just used to stay on the steps. Like he never left the steps. So it's I really wasn't able to leave the house as much, and also because like I was a girl. I had an older brother. He was able to go outside, but like also me growing up, like you know, when people think about Chicago now, they think about like shooting and shit. That wasn't my experience as a child. Like I remember being able to go outside and stuff, but as I turned like 10, especially going into like my teenage years, it just got really bad, so I couldn't leave the house. So my childhood was real like introspective. Like in the house, I was listening to music, writing music eventually, but I had a really good childhood, like a really strong foundation.
Okay. Cause I seen you say your mom used to walk around singing "Pass Me Now" or "Jesus Save Me." So was you in church all the time?
All the time, all the time. Mainly with my grandma. That's like basically where all of that started. Like my aunt was a pastor, and I grew up going to her church instead of going to church with my mother. And I was like attached by the hip with my grandma and my aunt. So I was like really invested in church. Like I wanted to be a preacher. That was my first goal.
For real?
Yeah, that was my first dream.
Was you the youth pastor?
I never got into it. I always knew it wasn't for me, but I always wanted to.
What about the choir? Was you in choir?
I can't sing.
So what you was doing in the youth program at church?
Hiding in the back.
They ain't how you being an usher or nothing.
So this is my thing. So like I went to a bigger church. Like if you're from Chicago, like you know what Salem Baptist Church is. So it was like a bigger church. My pastor was a senator. So it was kind of a little easier to kind of get like lost in the crowd, because it was like my children's church is like 300 to 500 kids. So it was more so like just being in the room, and then also like back then, like I'll go to churches now and they'll have like straight up like Christian rappers. I didn't know that was a thing or able to be a thing at that time. And it was like a big separation between rap and gospel back then. So I just didn't think it was any space for the stuff I wanted to do.
Right.
So I
they
kind
was
of like,
not letting you rap in church.
no sir. No sir, no sir, no sir. So yeah. I wish I was a little bit more active in it, but I kind of just like stood in the back and just observed a lot.
Yeah, I be listening to Pastor Mike Jr. He be rapping. He got some good, some real.
Yeah.
He got some nice music, especially that new Confetti album. I really love that album.
I didn't get to listen to his newest album. You talk about the newest one that just came out?
Yes,
It's
girl,
good?
I listen to it every day on my way to work.
Okay.
It's dope.
Okay.
It is really
I gotta
dope.
check that out.
So you have a morning ritual that you do to get your day started. Can you talk to the Cuzns about your morning ritual?
So, it's I know what you're talking about. You talk about from the documentary.
Yeah.
Since then, it's changed a lot.
Okay.
It changes through seasons based on like.
Okay.
It's very prescriptive. Main thing I never can like leave the house without though. A shower. It's just a given for me. Cause you know some people like night showers. I can't.
Yeah, because
like,
you're going to be sweaty during the day.
My whole body, like I can't wake up without it. Like even if I take a shower the night before, I can't.
Right.
Like I just feel like off. And my skincare routine, it's like it's important to me.
You said the first thing you do is wash your face.
Yeah. Or I won't wake up. Like it won't happen.
And you still play your church music when you wake up?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so I saw that you've been writing since you was 12, but around 11 years old, your cousin inspired you to want to get into music. Can you talk to the Cuzns a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. So I think we was talking, I don't know if that was off camera, but shout out to DJ Nate. That's my cousin. And I remember, like, when I was a shorty, like, I have an older brother that's 5 years older than me, and then I got a younger sister that's 5 years younger than me. So, like, and I got a lot of cousins. So
your mom got pregnant every 5 years?
Every 5 years, and she stopped after the last one.
Okay.
So it's like the perfect gap in between all of us. But because, like, as a kid, like, you're not going to be 5 years old hanging out with a 10-year-old.
Right.
So me and my brother really just started being cool, like, 10 years ago. So I was always around my cousins. And I remember, like, around that time, like, my cousin Nate, he started rapping. And it just started taking off in front of me. And then my other cousin Prodigy started making beats. And then we all grew up in church, so all of them played instruments. And it was just something like I always wanted to do. Like it just mesmerized me. So they just made me like really want to gravitate towards like just making music. Like it was just cool to me. But I always felt like I couldn't make the type of music that they made. Like they was making hard shit, and I would do it, and it'd be like a poem. So
what would they say when you their voice?
One of my favorite cousin, he called me Maya Angelou. So They don't fuck. They fuck with it now. But back then it was just. I think
Get
it was
out of
just
here
real.
with that mic.
Yeah. Back then it was just real different. So yeah.
So when did you like start taking your music full force, like getting more serious with it?
So I would say getting serious about it. I think I was probably about 15 or 16. Like I remember around that time that my cousin died, and I had made that song, and I had started just then at that point like performing the song. Like I would perform it at school shows, and I took that piece, like that piece was my piece for years, and I would do it back then as spoken word. But then like when I realized that that can transition into rap, like I really started like full force, like got a record deal opportunity at 16.
Who was it with? What label?
It was Def Jam. It was a 360 for sure. But
Def Jam?
Yeah, I was ready to. I was ready to sign
that's
that.
still
My
like-
mom and my daddy would not let me sign it. I was like, take it. They was like, you gonna sell your soul? Take it. So I'm so glad. I'm
This
so
soul
glad.
is soul. Lord, thank God. We just playing.
Thank God I had to wait that one out. But yeah. So it's always been something that like I've been wanting to do since like a teenager. So yeah.
That's dope though, to get that type of opportunity at 16. How did you get that opportunity?
So I don't even, honestly, I don't even know. Back then, it was, I think, a lot less anxiety. Like this is like at the start of like YouTube kind of taking off, and you see people like Soulja Boy, and it was just, you just post shit. Like it didn't matter if it was good or not, if it was mastered or not. Like I had a little studio. My studio used to sound like a cookout speaker. Like when I go back and listen to my old music, it was like terrible, but you didn't care back then. It was just fun. You know what I'm saying? You just did it and released it. So I guess somehow that stuff ended up getting to somebody else's ear, but I used to push it a lot more aggressively back then. So I don't know.
To get your music at the level that it's at now, like what do you think you started doing differently as far as when it comes to your music specifically to get it to this level from thinking back to when you was 16?
So I think the main thing, I took a long break from music. I took about a 10-year break from it. And so going back into it, I had a lot more space.
Why you took a break?
So when I was turning 18, when I had graduated high school, I remember I just remember like having a conversation with my mom and my daddy, and they was like, so what you gonna do with your life? And I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. And they just looked at me like it's like your ass tweaking. So they let me do it for a minute, and then once I got like 20, they was like, okay, so what are you gonna do with your life? And I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. And my daddy, he was fed up with the shit. He's like, absolutely not. My mom was like, nah. So we had a whole little falling out about it, and then I basically told him, I was like, look, I'm gonna do it for another year. If within this year I'm not successful with it, I'll drop it and I'll let it go. And I did. I don't want to say worst decision of my life, but it's something like I would advise everybody against doing it, like putting that restriction on it. And I genuinely did drop it. I moved to North Carolina when I was 21, started like investing in my career, like corporate career, and just got caught up.
Yeah, what was your corporate career?
I started off, the first job I had when I came here was working at McDonald's, making $7 an hour. And I mean, I'm proud of it because people always say like McDonald's is no, and I feel like I made it so far.
McDonald's was my second job.
I feel like
I hated it.
Really?
The managers used to get on my nerves, girl. I hated it.
So I think everybody have a different experience, but that was my favorite job. That was because I think the manager, it depends on what store you work at because there's so many different McDonald's. But like the first one that I worked at in Greensboro was just like the manager. I love the management. I love my coworkers. So like moving up in the company was something that like I genuinely had joy in. And then I was working in the training department too. So it's like I was kind of like a part of like developing other management. So it's just something that like it really just brought me joy.
Did you ever become like store manager?
I never wanted to do that. They made me fire
just
somebody
like
one
shift
time
manager?
and I cried.
Oh, it was
cried.
somebody you like?
I cried. It didn't matter. It didn't. No, I didn't like it. I just cried. I can't do it. It's just not me. I'm not like somebody who like tell people what to do. I'm more so like a teacher, you know.
But now you in a position as an artist, like you might have to be firing people on the team. You gonna cry, cousin?
For sure. For sure.
Okay. So first performance. Do you remember where your first performance was?
Like in general in life?
Besides the your cousin.
Okay. First performance that I remember like looking up and like actually being nervous for, I think I was in high school, and they had like it was like a assembly or something like that. It was like 300 kids and they had 6 assemblies. So during that day I performed in front of like 1,000 people. So that was something that was big for me. First performance re-entering into music, which is what I tell people, it's either gonna be one or two places. It was either Portia the Poet. And I tell both of these people that was my first performance. So I got to mention both of them. I'm like, I had my first performance on your platform. Is it Portia the Poet at a Lyrical Healing event, or it was Training Day? I think it was Training Day.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Training
Day.
Day.
Both of those events.
Yeah.
Training Day used to have some really dope artists.
Man.
Portia the Poet, she got like the Cuzns vibe going on.
So both of those places were so big for me, and like just getting me back into this, because when I first came back on the platform, it seemed like, I was a new artist, you know what I'm saying? So both of those places just gave me so much attention and love that like my career as it is right now, or this process would be so different without both of them. So for sure, shout out to both of those
When you first got
platforms.
back on the stage, like what was that like? Did you have any anxiety? What was the vibes like?
Man, I haven't taken a video off YouTube. I have my first performance up on YouTube. And I watch it back now, and it's like, it's hard to watch because I couldn't move. Like, I know now, like, you really don't, like, as an artist, like, people tell me, like, how do you get over nerves? You don't. Like, for me, I still get nervous. Like, to this day, if I have a show that, like, I look up and it's a lot of people, it's still, like, physiologically, I'll still have, like, the symptoms of being nervous. My tongue will get really dry. My hands will start shaking. But it's more so just about like knowing this is going to happen. Once you start speaking, you kind of ease into it. But I watched back in those performances and I noticed like there was never a break in me being nervous. I stayed in that like very rigid, like I was like couldn't speak. So it's interesting when I see like how far I've gotten from not being able to break out of it, because I still get nervous hitting the stage, but eventually I let something else take over and I can get into the performance.
How did you learn to let whatever it is take over, like to where you're not rigid throughout the whole performance?
So I have like an extensive like pre-performance like regimen. It don't matter how small the performance is.
You practice 1,000 times?
I practice 1,000 times, and then the day of I don't practice at all. And it's like for real. And I know this sounds like stupid because it's like I'm not performing in front of 1 million people, but like I literally like I will only listen to gospel that day. I'll pray the entire day. Like, so because you never know who you're performing for, like, and because my roots are more spoken word, it's less about like me being a rapper and getting up on the stage and getting people to follow me, but it's more so like if my goal is to touch somebody, my goal is to identify with somebody, my goal is to hopefully heal somebody. So I have to take every performance I'm doing like I'm performing my heart out for that one person who's locked in with me. So I have to be very in the moment. So it's my before performance routine is very like
God gonna do it every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a team that helps you, like a management, booking agent, anything like that?
No, so if you need some work, I am here to work. I've actually been thinking about that a lot recently. I think I'm at the point now that like I need some help. It's starting to like overwhelm me a little bit because I still got my own job and I don't want to.
What kind of work you do now?
I work from home now at McDonald's, but I'll do like the orientations. It's just over Zoom.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot less stress, but it's still like time consuming, and then like that working out 4 or 5 times a week, and then trying to show up to all the shows, social media. It's just hard to kind of like mentally manage everything. So I feel like at this point, like I do need to add on something. I'm not necessarily looking into management, but more so like somebody to help me with shows.
Yeah.
For right now.
What would you look for in the manager, or the person that's gonna be helping you with the shows, the booking person?
Mainly somebody who, so for me, like as a woman who's an artist, I have trouble like advocating for myself sometimes. So, and not even just that, like I just be so excited. Like people like, what do you charge? And I'm like, nothing. So just somebody just create that barrier for me and just advocate on my behalf. That'd be so helpful for me.
Okay, Cuzn, we speaking it into existence. If y'all watching it, you good, hit her up.
And so it is.
What's the longest you ever stayed in the studio?
Ooh. Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
So the studio part is the hardest part of this entire thing for me. It's the part that, like, you know how I said, like when I first started rapping on stage in front of people, I was rigid. To this day, when I go in the studio, I get real small. So like, for instance, the song that you played, if I was to perform that live in front of y'all would be like, she snapping. But in the studio, like I feel like I'm being too loud. So I haven't invested as much time into that area. And that's kind of one of the things I also want to go into in this next year. I think the longest session I ever had or been in the studio, do I have to be like,
Yeah.
this longest I've been in the studio probably about 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah.
That was a paid session?
No. That was back in Chicago. My cousin, who was the producer,
okay.
in his basement.
Girl,
like,
because that was going to be what, 5,000?
Yeah, no. Longest paid session, probably about 4 hours. Probably just about 4.
But you done stayed in there for 24.
Oh, yeah.
So
For
what
sure.
you saying, like, you kind of get that feeling of where you feel like you're smaller in the studio. Is that why you wanted to start working on your home studio? Because I seen earlier this year you said the home studio coming soon.
Yeah. So I started piecing it together. It's I don't want to go on a rant, but I need to give a metaphor for it. Do you make music?
I'm a poet though.
Okay. So with making music, like the difference between the medium of performing it live, the medium of writing it, the medium of recording or, expressing it or whatever. It's like the equivalent of like, you ever looked at yourself and be like, oh, you look in the mirror, you be like, I look fine as hell today. And then you pull out your camera, you be like, who the heck?
Yeah.
It's like, it takes on because it's a different transfer of art. So it's going to be different through every medium. And you have to learn how to like make yourself light here or like add the fluff on top of each one. So with the live performances, it's just something that I think I just need to do more until I can learn like, okay, maybe if I turn my head a little bit to the side, I can look cute again. So that part's just a little hard for me.
Yeah. Are you going to be producing yourself with your home studio?
I hope not. I hate it. I went to school for it.
So you going to just do like the rough draft at home and then take it to the studio?
That's what I would prefer to do. I prefer to use my studio honestly just for writing. Just simply being able to like have a song playing and like play it myself and be able to track the vocal to the point that like at the same time I can, because the way that I write in how I'm going to emote it as well, because emoting is important for me. And then you got to also track the melody. But I'm also a writer. But when I sit down and I write word by word, it slows me down and it gets real boxy. So usually that's the main function of my home studio. Other than that, I do prefer to still take it to a professional.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to use my space as far as me producing it for that purpose. It's really just to help me write better songs.
So you say you went to school for producing?
I hated it.
What school you went to?
Illinois Institute of Art. They got shut down for scamming. That's probably why I hated it. Yeah.
What kind of scamming they was doing?
So I don't know what it was.
Letting people come in on fake scholarships like the rich people?
So I think, I don't want to speak for this. For sure. I think what happened was like predatory loaning and stuff like that. So like, I don't know. It was expensive. So by the grace of God,
overcharging to go to.
all my student loans gone. Like they deleted everything. But I also didn't learn shit. So
They ain't
I'm
teach
glad
you
they
nothing, cousin.
I ain't learned nothing. I ain't said they didn't teach me nothing.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Goddess 7, and this episode is sponsored by a couple different sponsors. So y'all already know I had to shout them all out. First of all, y'all, I gotta shout out Robinson Hustle 8, because guess what? They branding us over here. Y'all see these cute little glasses that I be drinking out of? Hold on, let me take a sip. Y'all see this? Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this cute little liquor ice bucket, whatever you want to call it? They made all of that. So if you're looking for some custom shit, make sure y'all go shop with Robinson Hustle 8. They customizing all your needs. I can't forget about Q3 Designs and Things. They're also a sponsor of Cuzns Tea Podcast, and they're a branding company for us. They made us these cute little shirts, y'all. Y'all like this shit? Y'all see this? Look, you need some custom shit for your business. Go shop with Q3 Designs and Things, because they're going to get y'all right. They're going to get y'all everything that y'all need. I also cannot forget about Gemini Hookah, because they keep me smoking good on every motherfucking episode, y'all. Y'all see this hookah? They sponsored that for us. They did some other sponsorship, but most importantly, y'all, they got them hookahs, and y'all know I love hookahs. Look, y'all, hold on. See that cloud? See how that smoke just come out real thick, real cute or whatever? You could be smoking like that too, y'all. Go shop with Gemini Hookah. They got these ice packs. They got these portable hookah tips. You can take this thing anywhere with you. And they got hookah candles, y'all. They got different shisha flavors. They can make you anything you want. So make sure y'all go shop with Gemini Hookah, y'all. Go get y'all hookah. Until next time, cousins. Bye.
I just couldn't. I don't think I got the mind for like. I don't want to say I don't think I got it, but just sitting down, like even like videography. My best friend is into videography, and theoretically I love it, but it's very technical. Mm-hmm. And when it gets into techie things, like I'd be like, I'm bored. Like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that part was just a little harder for me, but I wish I could. Because the artists that know how to produce their own music, they execute it at a different level. So hopefully one day.
What do you love most about being an artist?
About being an artist, I love the fact that through every era of my life that I can remember, and like I said, I'm 30 years old now, I've been able to write through it. Like I remember a song coming out of me at the end of every era of my life that like it's like a mirror. It's like for me, a lot of times like I struggle with processing, and I'll write something and it'll reflect back to me like what's going on in that season of life. Mm-hmm. And I just love being able to do that because it just helps me so much for just like making sense of everything. So I love that I'm able to do that and that God gave me that gift.
What about your most memorable moment as an artist?
Most memorable? Off the top of my head, the first thing I can think of right now, because it just happened like last month, Tink, you know DDA Tink. She through her competitive artist showcase. The finale. I shout out to J4. He asked me to be a part of his team last minute, and I did it, and I actually won. And that wasn't just a bragging right for me because I don't know. It just meant so much for me. Because like 2 years ago, I moved back to Chicago. Mm-hmm. And I stayed in Chicago for 2 years. And I was like, I'm going back and I'm going to do music full body. And I just felt like people wasn't fucking with me. Like I got kicked out of performances. I got booed off the stage.
Well,
I just had a really hard time.
Chicago.
So it was just like left and right. Every performance I did, I went home crying.
They hardcore over there.
Yeah. So,
because they want you gotta rap about drill over there.
Yeah.
You gotta be on some drill shit.
So, last performance I did in Chicago, like, they literally, like, kicked me out of the room. And I had my nephew with me, and that really, like...
Why they kicked you out?
I don't even want to talk about it, man. And then the platform that it happened on, y'all know who it is. Like, if I name drop.
The boy with the cereal.
What he do to you?
It is.
No, it's a platform. Like, it's like I don't even want to talk too much about it, but they like on the news and everything. Like, so it's like a not-for-profit platform. But
they on the news. We know who that is.
So so that it just really turned me off from like performing live, and then just coming back into Charlotte, it was the exact opposite. And just to get to that moment was like it felt full circle, you know. So,
like it was meant to be.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope, cousin. What about streaming? Because you gotta, as an artist, you gotta stream your music. Which platform do you like the most when it comes to streaming?
I don't know why, but I like Spotify. Well, technically YouTube. YouTube is number one. Just because you can paint the full picture, but as far as like streaming, like just being able to listen to it, I prefer Spotify.
Yeah.
I just like the way that they let you see demographics better, and how it just looks a little bit more personable. Like when you click on my Spotify, you can learn a little bit more about me than when you click on my Apple Music. So.
Okay, so with everything that you know now, any people that's watching, let's say these cousins, they about to get into the music game, they want to be artists now. Is there a set amount of money, or how much money would you recommend they should have going into it with everything that you know now and everything you've been through?
So, to start, I'm a huge believer. If you feel like you want to do music, I'm a huge believer in God has given you everything you need to do all that you have to do in this season of life. As more comes on to your plate, you invest more. I hate when I see an artist that's like, and I'll talk to like shorties a lot too, and they'll be like, I love doing music. And I'll be like, do it. And they'll be like, well, I need to buy this. Or, you know, I know even some of my cousins back at home, like 18, 19, if they got money, they're like, yeah, I'm about to put 5 bands on a music video. It puts pressure on the creative journey when you invest too much up front. But you're like, there's some things that we're supposed to bring into fruition just by our creativity before we have all of these technical things, or you end up sucking the joy out of it. So once you get deep enough into your, you know, journey, for sure, you got to invest. And I would say, like, budget yourself. Like, if you can afford 10% of your income to go towards calculated decisions. I'm going to do a podcast this month. That's what I do now. 10% of my income, I invest differently.
Oh, like paying tithes.
Like I pay my tithes too.
Twice. 10% over here.
The rule of the 10th. The rule of
the
the 10th, bro. It works because that's how you don't ego give, and that's how you don't jump into something too quickly. Like if I say this month I'm gonna spend $1,000 on music, I might fuck myself up, and then the rest of the year I might not touch nothing, unless that opportunity comes to me and it makes sense. But you don't always have to go full body in, because sometimes it can suck the joy out of it. It can deflate you. So like, if you could take 10% of your income, give, like you do, that's a good thing. If you can give 10%, and if you can take 10% and invest towards something creative for yourself, I think it takes the pressure off of it. And the most important thing here is like longevity and it being consistent. So I think that's more than enough.
Okay, what would you say makes an artist a great artist? Like they great, like Michael Jackson, great. Great.
Michael Jackson that's my boy. Michael Jackson, great. I don't think we got the recipe on this earth. But well, I don't know. Okay, we can say that. For a Michael Jackson great artist, main thing, and I remember my brother telling me this, as an artist, if you want people to be like that level of obsession or attachment to you, people don't get attached to music, they get attached to the person. That don't mean you got to tell them your entire life, but it means that when people see you, they have the impression that they love you because you love them too, and you're an open spirit. So I think people like that who are just like, you know, like Michael Jackson, he had his vulnerability on his side. So because he expressed his vulnerability, people responded to it and felt love for him or felt like they knew him. So I think that's the most, you obviously got to be talented, but I think that's what like seals it in for most people.
Excuse me, y'all know
We almost lost you, sis.
Oh, this hookah. I'm still here. So basically, like standing out as the person, not just the artist, but who you really are.
For sure.
Versus
Vulnerability.
being known just for your music.
Yes.
Okay. So I know you done already had the opportunity to get signed when you was 16. When the opportunity presents itself again, if you could sign to any label in the world, and it ain't no 360, they all good, everybody wants you, who would you go with? Or do you want to stay independent?
I don't like working for nobody. But if the team made sense, like I really love what they're doing over there at Dreamville. It seems like the artists are free to express themselves. Now, whether they get because I've heard some stuff about like them feeling like they're not being pushed as hard. I'll take that over me just having full creative control over what I put out into the world and not being forced to create. It takes the joy away from it for me. So I love what they're doing over there at Dreamville. Obviously, it's hella talented artists at like TDE and shit like that. But those are just the two that pop up off the top of my head. Yeah.
Okay, Dreamville, and they from Carolina.
Yeah, for sure.
So with all the talent that's here in Charlotte, and then you got the history of Chicago with you too, because Charlotte has a lot of talent, right? Why do you think there hasn't been more mainstream artists to come out of Charlotte?
Honestly, I do not know. I do not know. The only thing that I can say that makes a difference from what I experienced in Chicago to Charlotte, I promise you, I'm not lying. I spent about 20 years of my life in Chicago. 20 to 25 years in Chicago pursuing music for a good majority of it. And I spent 10 years of my life in Charlotte. I promise you I know more talented artists in Charlotte. I promise you I know more artists that, like, if I ever received the platform for it and I had to curate my own show with openers, and I would pick more artists from Charlotte. And I know a decent amount of artists from Chicago. The only thing that I can say is different is I remember when I was a shorty in Chicago, there was so many things for us to do. Like, there was like programs that we can do that would like teach us how to rap, and like I volunteered at some. I went to some when I was a kid. They're like,
the summer camp. Y'all made that CD, Cuzn. How you felt when y'all done what it was called? Like the kid bop they used to have.
Yes, sir. Yes. And that was a program that, like, when I was a shorty and I did it. I didn't even know I liked to rap back then. It was just me and my cousin had a group named Hood Cartoons. And we was
y'all rapping about cartoons?
We was rapping about not shit. Not shit. But we both did it, and I was just, rapping, and then eventually I ended up going back and volunteering when I was 15 because my mom was like, you can't just sit at home all summer. So I volunteered and I ended up ghostwriting for the kids. And watching other people produce and stuff, and that stuff is so important for children, because I believe that you won't do something that you haven't seen someone else do. You might exceed what you've seen people do, but you won't know how it looks until you've done it. So like giving kids, like, I don't care if they got hoop dreams, rap dreams, whatever the case may be, if they think they like it, give them the opportunity to do it, so that if they do decide to do it, like me, I'm 30 years old now. I had this rap dream when I was 15, and it sounded stupid then, and I thought it was stupid then, but I'm still 30 trying to pursue being a rapper. So what if as a child, like, I would have just invested, or somebody else would have gave me the opportunity to know, like, okay, try it and push it all the way to the end. So I think that's so important for kids, and I think that would be the only thing I can say is missing here is I don't see the children having things to like express themselves in that way. Not many outlets.
So going back then when you was a kid at that summer camp and they said we about to have a CD, y'all work finna be on it, and you saw that CD come to life, like what was that feeling? What was your thought?
Man, that was so fun, because I know so many people from when I did that CD that are still pursuing music. That it's so fun to see. That was just an amazing product, because the CD is actually decent. We actually went crazy, so that was super fun. I'm telling you, but the cover was ass.
Yeah, but back then though, that's
all we could do back then. Yeah, that's all we could do back then.
Okay, that's dope, Cuzn. If you could change one thing about the hip hop culture today, what would it be and why?
So I would say, and I think this is changing. If you were to ask me a couple of years ago, I would say that there's not many spaces for like women.
Yeah, the women done took over now. They in there, they
it's
everywhere.
All you see now. But I mean, and as far as any time that you do stuff like that, like the first door that opens up is going to be a certain group of people that gets to go in. But those certain group of people open the door for the people that come after them. So I think there also needs to be a wave of people who, and I don't even want to say, I say this with a grain of salt, because like when I hear people talking about like I'm sick of seeing female rappers shaking their ass. Well, the niggas shaking dick. Why can't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like
drilling on
yeah.
and y'all love
So
it.
you feel me? So I don't even want to hate on that, because if you feel me, if you make it out by all means. But just a little bit more, I think, diversity to it, because there's also women that I know that they like waking up in the morning and listen to music to clean the kitchen too. And there's a space for that. So just, more spaces and more diversice in the women that they let through the industry.
Because I love a good cleanup song.
I'm telling you. A
What
little
you
breakup.
listen to when you clean up?
So I told you, like, gospel is at the top of my playlist. Also, I really love, like, I love drill. I love drill music. I don't clean up to drill. Let me take that back.
You get ready for the show.
I say, so like gospel, and then I'm an old head, so like I love Michael Jackson, high vibrational artists. Like I'm gonna get some shit
What about
done.
Anita Baker?
I love Anita Baker. I'm not gonna lie. I know about 3 songs.
Okay.
So it'll mix into my playlist, and it's feel good music, but like
Jodeci.
it's a little bit. It's like 2 or 3 years out of my age.
Monica.
That's about 2 or 3 years out of my age too.
Girl, I can't even say
okay.
Escape SWV because they in the same group.
Let me also say this. I told you I was a stoop kid. My mama, she don't listen to rap. Growing up as a kid, like I came in the kitchen singing R. Kelly's Sex in the Kitchen. BT, we couldn't watch it no more for 10 years. My brother hated my guts. So I didn't grow up listening to a lot of music either. Like I only could listen.
What about Amanda Perez? You remember her? You don't know Amanda Perez from California? She sang that song, God Send Me an Angel.
I have heard that song. That was your shit, wasn't it? That was your shit. I can tell. What about Amanda Perez?
Yeah, it was. I used to love Amanda. Okay, so if you could go on tour with 4 artists, we're going to do 2 from the Carolinas, 2 from Chicago. Who would you bring with you?
2 from the Carolinas. Number 1, DDA motherfucking team.
Okay,
DDA
sis
motherfucking
coming.
team.
That's my Sagittarius sister. I love team.
Oh, you a Sagittarius too?
No, Terry is.
You got it. You got no. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I say, DDA. I love what she is doing right now, and just the vision that she has with her career, and I think she's a fucking rock star. Other artists from my homie Mimi V. That's really like my dog.
Mimi V.
Mimi V.
Mimi V. I ain't never heard of Mimi V.
She's a singer.
Okay, I gotta check Mimi out.
But she's a very versatile singer. So like I know she can get into, the indie rock groove. I know she can get into the R&B groove. I know she can get into the gospel groove. She can do fucking country if she wanted to. So she don't really do all of that in her music, but I've heard the range of her voice, and I just feel like it'll be like she can add a lot more to the show. In general, right now, my 2 favorite rappers right now, number 1, I say is Mick Jenkins. I feel like he's going crazy. And Westside Boogie. Those would be my 2.
Yeah, he liked your page. How you felt when he liked your page, cousin?
Man.
Did that rock your world to know that one of your favorite artists actually liked your page?
And it was so random because it's not like I sent anything. I was expecting that, and then it's not like it gave me even enough to be like, it was just a like it's just random. But for sure, like it just made me feel like I remember I went back to my page. I'm like, I don't got shit on my page because I got content I'm holding back on because I want to release it the right way. And I'm like, man, this is why you just put everything up, because you never know, like, what if that content was right there and that would have been, you feel me, the thing that broke it through. But for sure, that just it inspired me. It felt like winning the showcase, honestly. Like it just made me feel seen.
Who the first person you called and told?
That he liked my page?
Yeah.
I text my brother. Yeah.
That's dope.
I text my brother. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning too.
Yeah. I don't care what time it is.
My brother got 18 kids. I was like, wake up, nigga.
Okay, so being that you're an artist, what's your thoughts on artists dating other artists? Would you ever see yourself dating someone in the industry?
No. I don't fuck coworkers. No. It don't work. I don't think it works. I wish it did. And I was talking to somebody about that recently. Like, I've talked to people in the industry. I don't want to start. Let me tell. Oh God, can we cut that out? I think I'm lying. we got to cut it out. But I've talked to people, or a person in this space before. But that person also had to leave. I don't think two people can coexist in the space in the early dating stages if it's not like, it's just a lot of nuances to it. Like even at work, I don't like dating coworkers because this is my job.
Right.
And sometimes things get, like the person I'm talking to is not, you know, they not go, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. And you know what I'm saying? So I just think like when I see other people doing it, for me, it makes me cringe a little bit because I'm like, one of these people is going to get isolated out of the space. So, and I believe like this is where you go to create. This is, it's not really, like if you get isolated out of this space and you're an artist in Charlotte, where are you going to go? You're just going to stop creating. And I don't think that's fair to either party. So for me, I'm just like, I would just be super conscious about, I wish I could date a creative, but I'd be thinking about like, what if shit get ghetto? Cause I'm gonna write a song, I put niggas on shirts, I'll put them on a verse. So like, I'm not gonna stop creating. Like I talk about my relationships and my music, so I don't even want conflict with that.
Right.
It would just have to be a very like, you feel me?
Yeah, Beyonce and Jay-Z was one of the rare couples that actually made it.
But see, in that, it's like we have to come to an agreement that even with them, I think they did a great job with it, honestly, because even their relationship, it got to a point that obviously they had tension, and obviously Beyonce released several bodies of work that talked about her relationship.
Yeah, when her sister almost beat him up in that elevator.
She had a whole video. He was in the video crying, like she forced him to cry in the video. But I still feel like it was still with intention and respect, because even if it's art, I still have to get like some type of like, I'm not trying to embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's like another thing about having a public relationship is like some people break up so loud and then it puts everybody in your business. You can't come back from it. Once people are in your business, they're not gonna voluntarily get out. So you gotta be careful with how you integrate that. So
do you want to tap into any other parts of the industry?
The industry, not necessarily. I'm really into like visuals. I think I can get into acting. My overall career goal is like, I just like speaking. So in the grand scheme of things, like I've always seen myself like doing a TED Talk or just like public speaking in general. I would never stop doing that. TED Talk.
What's that?
So like I watch them all the time. Any y'all ever heard of TED Talks? Yeah, like it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like somebody just get up on the stage, they'll talk about one thing, and it's just like it's I don't know how to explain it. Like, what do you call it? I don't know how to explain it. It's like they'll just talk about something and like teach people shit, basically.
But it'd be about all different type of stuff.
Yeah. So they'll pick one thing that they're a master on and they'll talk to people about it.
Ask questions and stuff.
Yeah, like seminars, basically. But I'm really into stuff like that.
Okay. Hey, Cuzns. It's your girl, Goddess 7. And listen, this commercial break is actually sponsored by me. Y'all, make sure y'all go to Amazon and get this manifestation journal. 369 21-day manifestation journal. I'm going to help you manifest all of your dreams, everything that you're inspiring. I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to guide you in this journal. Make sure y'all go check out Amazon Prime. The link is in the description. Go get your journal. Till I Blow and your song Soundtrack, those two songs you made about rejection in the industry. Can you talk about to the Cuzns about a time that you were rejected in the industry? Or felt rejected?
So I can talk about, honestly, those two songs came from like the most prominent periods of rejection. So Till I Blow was around before I left back to Chicago, and I did a show, and I don't even want to talk about the nuances of it, but it was just disrespectful. Like when I was up on the stage, like it was just a lot of shit going on down there, and I don't know. I just felt like from like my family, they didn't really understand what I was doing at that time because I kind of dropped my professional career, and I was like, even at work, I was like, I'm going to focus on music again. So it just kind of looked like I was just doing shit, like it just being crazy. So Till I Blow is like, yeah, they go think I'm crazy till I stop, and they go call me crazy when I stop. But that song was kind of like for me to keep going. And I perceived people not pushing it or people being confused by what I was doing as rejection. And then soundtrack, I wrote that after what I was talking about earlier, that platform that I went on that I got kicked out of the room. And I was like, I'm going to write a diss track. And that's what the book came up. I was like, I'm soft as hell. This is not a diss track. But yeah, just the idea of like, you know, I'm trying to make something that can last forever. And what I mean by that is that I understand how this music thing goes. I don't have to pop in the first month that I release something. If one person can hear that, so just like you said, who's the person you named earlier? Amanda
Perez.
I never heard of her. But for you, she's big. And for you, you can still stream her 10 years later. So if I could find one person that this is a soundtrack for them, like I make something that they identify with in this time of their life, my music can have longevity. 10 years from now, I can still stream. Instead of me making something that's like it's here and it's gone. So.
Right, okay. Neighborhood hope dealer, you use that phrase a lot when referring to yourself. How did you come up with that phrase?
So that's actually from, like the next thing that I want to do is go into like the merch, the apparel. Me and my brother dropped some hoodies about 2 years ago, the Bloom hoodies. And the first post I made for it, I was like, you know, I was just making up a post and I was like, your friendly neighborhood hope dealers. And my brother's like, that's hard. So then the next shirt that I mocked up was like, it just had hope dealer across the.
Yeah, because I seen those shirts online.
Yeah. So I'm still working on them. I just bought my cricket and everything for them. I'm still working them out. But yeah, I just like it. I just think it's hard. So I don't know, it just stuck.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's gonna grow into a clothing, official clothing brand. Okay, yeah, I was looking online. I seen some stuff that said that. And then, girl, you know, Temu them got Hope Dealer too. They done stole your stuff. You gotta hurry up and get that.
I might buy it and resell it. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, but you know what? I was thinking that because I was like, that's. Okay, so the phrase hope dealer, I figure, I haven't looked it up myself, but I figure like it might be something that's popular. It's really the entire phrase that you use. So like for instance, like me changing scribe from scribe to Lady Scribe. Might be a lot of scribes. It's the lady in front of it kind of helps. So hopefully your friendly neighborhood part is original. Cause that'd be some shit.
Yeah. But they be around her stealing everybody's stuff, cousin.
Yeah.
But yeah, you might as well go on and get the Hope Dealer shirts and start pushing them.
Yeah. Okay.
So you shared something that said being dark skinned in elementary was like being black in 1925. Do you really feel that way, cousin?
Do I feel that way now? No. I think, and I know what you're talking about. That post was from I think that was from 10 years ago. Back then, mind you, I'm 30. I grew up in the Lil Wayne era of I want a long hair, thick red bones. So it's like I grew up where being dark skinned really was like being black in 1930. It really was in middle school, in high school, it was very hard to be dark. Even just from just being a kid and all my other cousins outside playing, and my mom you too dark. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's just it's yeah. But now it's a lot. You know how culture goes. Now it's I want a chocolate girl, and then 10 years from now it might be the same thing again. So it's whatever.
Well, the good thing, you can stay in the sun as long as you want.
And I do. And I do. I think I've gotten 3 shades darker this summer and don't care.
So the IRS tried to give you back $11, cousin, after you pay the band and taxes every month.
You're funny.
What happened with that?
I got my band back. I figured it out.
Oh, you figured it out? You put some zeros behind that 11.
So, so when I was in Chicago, I was trying to figure out what career to do that wouldn't be I didn't want to climb up nowhere. I didn't want to take too much on my plate. So I just became a server. So I loved it. I felt like I was racking up. I was paying hella taxes. And then I was like, oh yeah, I for sure, my tax refund should be decent this year. $11. So I was like, I ain't doing that shit no more.
That ain't for me.
Me fucked up. I had to have some rules.
The mini documentary that you got out about yourself, you work with J.R. Dixon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. How did you get that opportunity? What made you say, I'm about to go do a documentary on myself?
So she's actually my best friend. Of 15 years. And at the same time that I started going on like this creative rebirth that was heavy for me, she also felt the same burden around pandemic, which is when I think everybody had these seeds of like, maybe we should do what we want to do. And she went back to school for videography, and just got really good at like filming documentaries. And it was one weekend I came to Charlotte and she was just like, let's film a doc. It was actually for her school. She was like, I got a project, let's just film a documentary. And that ended up coming up. So hopefully we do another one very soon too, because I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was dope. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I was nervous when I filmed it, but I'm like, I feel like the next one will be dope.
Yeah, you ain't seem like you was nervous. It was pretty good.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know, because I'll be watching, I'll be like, so that's good to know.
It was pretty good. So, cousin, you done had 2 proposals before, but you didn't end up being married.
Wait,
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Is this from Twitter or Facebook? I need to know, because I need to know how deep this gonna get.
That's the deepest.
Okay. So, what was the question again?
So, you had 2 proposals before. Why didn't you get married?
I'm trying to think who was the second person. So I can only think of one time now.
Okay.
But the first time, I think I fucked up because I didn't feel like it was real. Like, I think in my head,
like self-sabotage.
Well, I know, like, okay, my idea of a proposal is like, I want you to like descend from the sky, like a parachute, and like land gently on your knee and be like, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, will you marry me? And I'm like, oh my God, yes.
How that one went?
Well, it didn't go like that at all. So it was just like, will you marry me? And I thought it was a joke. And then we ended up getting into an argument about like how that wasn't a real proposal. And then I thought about it, and he was like, well, you proposed to me then. I want you to see how you do it. And I was like, I can do it way better than that. Like, I'm a nigga of words. And I tried it, and I was like, that shit is hard. And I felt bad. So I think...
And he ain't never asked you again?
Nah. I think I fucked that one up. But see, I don't want to say I don't want to get married. I do. I'm not... If that, I take it very serious. Like, my parents have been married for 35 years. I take it as like, this is not something just to do. This is like, I'm agreeing to be your life partner. And I understand, I apologized about that, but if you get so offended by that, maybe you shouldn't be getting married just to say it, because you think that's what I want to hear right now. So, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to help me understand these lyrics real quick, cousin.
Okay.
I'm going to go over some of your lyrics, and you just help the cousins understand what you was talking about. We're going to talk about your song soundtrack. So on that song, you say, now niggas spitting just for the clout. That's where the time's at. Let's take them back to how we felt back when Kanye rocked that backpack. So when you say niggas spitting just for the clout, what's your thoughts about cat rap? Because I don't interview, some people say like cat rap is okay because music is just entertainment, and some people like, no, you shouldn't rap for clout or for cap.
So, me personally, I don't mind it. It doesn't offend me, but I feel like people know. And it comes off as inauthentic, so it's not gonna last. So that's where I'm at. Well, you can do it. If you can play it off like you hard, do it. And if it entertains people, do it. But I feel like people see through.
It's only gonna last for a certain amount of time. It ain't gonna go.
Unless you're really funny, like you got like some artists who are kind of like parodies of themselves, they can get away with it. But for the most part, like somebody's gonna see through it eventually, and it's not gonna have longevity.
They're gonna be like, it ain't never be.
Yeah, somebody gonna try you.
Okay, when you say let's take them back to how we felt back when Kanye rocked the backpack, how did that music make you feel back then?
I remember when I first heard Kanye. I remember when my brother first. It's several artists that I remember hearing for the first time. And I remember when Late Registration came out and my brother put the album on, and I just remember it, from what I can recall, like a certain artists like Eminem, Wayne, Kendrick, Kanye, when I first heard that album, it made me stop. And it felt like I was listening to something new because it was so different from everything else, and he was so authentically himself that it made me change how I could rap. And it opened up a new world for me, so I want that. I want to give people that feeling.
Okay, when you say that shit went diamond in the mist, how you can't spit, but you have them crying to your hits, gift. Have you ever had someone crying to one of your songs?
For sure. And that's a blessing. I think I experience that like quite often, that people feel comfortable like expressing to me something that impacted them. So, for sure.
Okay, then you say, I'm slow to brag, but I got baggage in this shit. No grab a bag and then, no grab a bag and then I dipped. I had to tarry, had to sit. So, Lady Scribe with baggage in this shit. What that be looking like, cousin?
This shit is heavy. It can be. It can be. Like, I think, like, I'll listen to some or ask some artists, like, how long you been rapping, and someone will be like, I started 2 years ago, I started 3 years ago, which there's nothing bad with that. But this has been something that, like, I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I've prayed for, and I've put in work for, and I've gone to school for, and I've put in money for, and I have mountains of notebooks filled with raps. So this is not something that's like I'm rapping for fun. This is the most important thing that I've ever wanted to do with my life.
Okay, what can the Cuzns expect from you this year?
This year, number one, to see my face a lot more. I hide my face. So, for sure, more visuals. A different caliber of music. My music before was a lot more poetic because that's what I had access to. I didn't have beats and production. So I had to just flex my pen. This year I want to get more into like melodic rapping and a lot more live performances, and then obviously the merch and apparel. So yeah.
What's your why? Like, I do this shit because...
It's gonna sound like a crazy answer, but for approval. And I mean, sometimes at my worst, like approval of man, like I care a lot about what people think. I know a lot of people try to act like they don't. I care a lot about what people think. But even more so that not just the approval of man, but the approval of God. I know that it's something God has given me the ability to do, and I would feel crazy if I didn't do it all the way. So,
what's one thing that you want the world to know about you? I ask every guest this.
That I want the world to know about me? I don't want them to know shit about me. I gotta pick one. That I would want the world to know about me in general. I want people to know, like, how my mind works. I think it's interesting. Just how my mind interprets and speaks on things. That's really all we got is our perspective, and I think my perspective is pretty dope.
Okay, cousin. Dope perspectives over here, y'all. Question of the night. What's the craziest thing you ever seen growing up in Chicago?
Craziest thing I ever seen? I remember we was leaving like one of my cousin's funerals, and we went like to my uncle's house, and we was all like just sitting. No, not even that. I'm talking about violent shit. Let me go somewhere else.
We could go there.
Okay.
Craziest thing.
Like, I remember, we left the funeral. Me and my cousins got shot at right after the funeral.
What?
And we was like 10 years old, like just chilling outside.
Was y'all in the wrong place, or they was shooting at y'all?
We was just chilling. We was just chilling on the steps, like.
So they actually was shooting at y'all?
I don't think they were shooting at us, but that's how it felt like. And I'm I don't want to say I'm a scary person, but like I'm not hard. So that really like...
I'm scared. I hear them gunshots. I'm getting scared. I
hyperventilate. Like, I think I had a panic attack at like 10 years old. Like, it really fucked me up. Like, that's why I didn't leave the house for so long. Like, even now, like, I don't really leave outside the house like that. I don't like when people be popping balloons and fireworks and all that shit. It's not funny to me. So.
Did anybody get shot?
Nah.
Did you? So it was like they was driving by in the car, or they walked up?
I think they were in a car. I couldn't really take in what was happening, but I think they were in a car. And me and my cousin, we didn't really even talk about it afterward. They was good. I was like, girl, I can't breathe. I was in the bathroom like, Jesus.
Your cousins from the west side too, or they from the south side?
Everybody from the west side. My whole family, everybody west side. Everybody west side. Yeah.
Okay, cousin, I'm glad y'all still here with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we get up out of here, let the cousins know where they can find you at, and if you got any shout outs, cousin, go ahead and give your shout outs.
So you can find me on all social media platforms at Lady Scribe Music. If it's not at Lady Scribe Music, like for instance TikTok, don't look me up on Twitter, but on TikTok you can find me at Westside Scribe. All streaming platforms you can find me there as well. Shout out to my mother, my father. Shout out to my brother, my sister, J.R. Dixon, Mimi V, all the dope artists that I named today. And shout out to you for allowing me this opportunity. I really enjoyed myself.
Thank you,
this
cousin.
evening,
I'm
so
glad you pulled up. I had a lot of fun. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her on all platforms. Make sure y'all stream her music. Y'all already know who I am. It's your girl Goddess 7. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all so much. For the new viewers, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you definitely subscribe. If you from Chicago, make sure you subscribe. I need some Chicago cousins in that video.
Yeah.
Until next time, cousins. Bye.
Yeah. What's up, cousins? I had such an amazing time today. I love being interviewed by somebody who's just so well researched and just has questions to ask you that nobody else has ever asked you before, and just get you to talking. So I had an amazing time today.